Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Power of Light Therapy presentation about LifeWave and our patented breakthroughs in light technology. My name is Gregor Mascari. I've been with LifeWave for almost 8 years. I've been marketing alternative health technologies for over 30 years. And when I saw LifeWave, I just said, oh my gosh, we got to do something together with this. I'm going to go ahead and share some important information with you about LifeWave, our breakthrough technology, our genius inventor, and some of the benefits you might experience by getting involved with us as a customer or potentially a brand partner. So, with that being said, I think we can all agree, number one, health is our greatest wealth. And if you've ever been at risk at losing it, you know what I mean. And number two, let's face it, the symptoms of aging and disease, they are just not fun. Uh, whether it's dental issues, brain fog, mobility, maybe it's dental or cardiovascular, it could be even worse. So remember when you could work all day and party all night, then get up the next day and do it again? Well, as the old song goes, those were the days, my friend. We thought they never end. But as you start moving through the decades, things start slowing down the day after. So, the reason why is the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, which are stem cells. In fact, by age 30, they've decreased by about 50%. By age 60, only a small percentage remain. So I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older, and probably many of you can relate to that. I want to be younger. I want to live to a ripe old age, but still maintain youth and vitality. So let me ask you a couple of personal questions, just kind of put things in motion here. If you could change one thing in your health, or maybe in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? And number two, what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have on your or their quality of life? Now, with that said, I want to make sure that you know that LifeWave products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, diagnose any disease. These are wellness products. They do, however, help our bodies get back into a healthier, more regenerative mode, and many times wonderful things then begin to happen. So the good news is we have a technology that we call X39. It's a wearable light technology, truly a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's exclusive, it's patented, it's a wearable patch, affordable, safe, non-invasive, drug-free, and a unique form of phototherapy that uses very specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness and support your body's natural innate ability to heal. So before I dig into that, I'd like to talk a little bit about the genius, our visionary founder and CEO, David Schmidt, behind this technology. And David's not just a brilliant scientist and researcher. He's a genius inventor with over 250 patents. He's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 24 years. And he's already conducted over 90 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy products. And many more studies are in the works because LifeWave is a health science technology and we're all about research and development. Now I'm going to have to stop my share for just a moment to readjust my sound to make sure you can hear the video that I'm going to play. So hold on here. Share. Sound, optimize sound, share. Okay, you should be able to hear the sound because I'm going to play a short little video about our founder and CEO, David Schmidt.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There is more information there than most people would ever realize. I was 8 years old, and my parents wanted to take me to the workshop of Thomas Edison. On the drive back home, I said to my dad, I want to be an inventor. Light, as it turns out, is the primary control mechanism for everything else that happens in the body. What if we could have an external electromagnetic field that would essentially reset the stem cells that are already in our bodies and get them to function like younger, healthier cells? What if in the process we actually found out that in a book that was written thousands of years ago, that information already existed? God has left his fingerprint in natural design, and that blueprint shows up in nature. The mathematical codes are identical. The implications to this are absolutely extraordinary. What drives me is that there's this enormous sense of hope that we can create technology to generate clean energy, that we can have foods that aren't genetically modified, and we can meet all of the needs on the planet that we have to, and that we can heal people.
That's our genius founder and inventor, David Schmidt, and he has a vision to enhance and extend life. So, let's talk about LifeWave and its history a little bit. LifeWave began in 2004, and we're calling these first 14 years the first wave. And back in the year 2000, David actually developed this breakthrough technology to be used exclusively for U.S. Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. And actually, the technology turned out to be so efficient. Yet in 2004, David started LifeWave to bring this energy patch developed for the Navy SEALs to the masses. And the rest, as they say, is history. Since the beginning, LifeWave's focus has always been to enhance and extend life with breakthroughs in light therapy technology. And over these first 14 years, LifeWave built a really solid foundation, infrastructure, manufacturing capacity necessary to support the next wave in LifeWave's historic award-winning success. So that's the first wave, and we got to about $20 million in annual sales. Well, the second wave was born in 2019 when X39 was launched, and some are calling that the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. It actually took 10 years of stem cell research, resulting in over 70 patents for the birth of X39. It's an affordable breakthrough in wellness technology. We're actually doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies in big pharma have not been able to do, and that is when used in conjunction with proper hydration and nutrition, X39 has been proven to activate a very specific copper peptide that supports and enhances our stem cell activity and also alters gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. And so LifeWave is now an award-winning, debt-free 22-year-old leader in wellness technology. And during this second wave, this 7 years between 2019 and 2025, we grew to over $500 million in global sales. We've really ignited a movement that's transferred lives all around the world. So I'm going to play just a short little video about the X39 to give you an understanding of why, we're so excited about this product and why it's thrown us into this amazing growth curve.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality. enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being. With the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Beautiful. I love that video. We're not going to watch it twice, though. Let me just break it down kind of in layman's terms, the power of the patch, the power of X39. And it's based on the science of photobiomodulation. And LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they are applied or near our body, they're actually activated by the infrared heat or the infrared light emanating from our body. Then they begin to emit very specific wavelengths of light that stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in our body. And this is the basis of our LifeWave phototherapy patches. And yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies. Yes, we have field results proving X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people of all ages to look, feel, perform, and live younger, longer. So let me just share with you some of the benefits. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to talk to you. We've recently introduced a product called Celergize, and it works in synergy with the X39 to balance out our nutritional, vitamin, and mineral requirements to maximize the benefits of X39. So we're calling this the cellular performance system. And, some people start with just X39. We recommend starting with X39 and Celergize. It's a morning energy drink, but it has no caffeine. It's just boosting your body's ability to manufacture its own natural energy. So, and together, they more effectively activate your stem cells. And this is what this combination is all about. So here's some of the benefits you can experience with X39, and even more so if the X39 is combined with the Celergize. And energy is certainly the currency of life. And most people that try X39 say, their first day say, oh my gosh, I had so much energy. But the other thing they very often say, and last night I had the best night's sleep I've had in a long time. More energy during the day, better sleep at night. And how about sports performance? Using X39 actually improves both sports performance and recovery after exercise. And that's probably why LifeWave patch is now used by pro and amateur athletes all around the world in almost every sport. The media's begin to notice, you might too, if you look carefully at your favorite athletes and Olympians, and you see these auspicious little white patches on their body, and that's LifeWave. Another thing that all people should be interested in is maintaining brain health. And we've got clinical studies and tons of anecdotal results from people reporting improved memory, focus, and cognitive function. And how about wrinkle reduction? We invite you to take pictures because this is very noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period. And not only wrinkle reduction, also scar reduction. And this is a phenomenon called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars. So please take before and after pictures of your fine lines, wrinkles, scars. And I think over a 2-3 month period, you're going to be very, very delighted. And hair growth. We've got lots of anecdotal reports from many users experiencing an increase in the quality, quantity, and speed of their hair growth. And the bottom line is youth renewal. The result is a better, healthier, more vital you to share with your loved ones, with your children, your grandchildren, your family. And aging is not the number of candles on a cake, it's a feeling, not a number. So this is history in the making. And with the launch of X39 in 2019, we've actually grown about 3,000% over these last 7 years. We have been the fastest growth network marketing company in the world for the last 4 years. And we are a rising star in the $8 trillion longevity and wellness market. And we are certainly on the way to $1 billion. So here's the beginning of the third wave. And we're so excited to talk to you about this tonight because after 7 years of research and development and clinical testing, we're launching the world's first water technology system that actually infuses water with light. And it's called X2O. There's no doubt in our mind that this is going to help catapult this company into the stratosphere and everyone that's with us. So I'm going to play a little short video about X2O and light.
Water sustains life, but what if it could do?
Oh, went too fast. Sorry about that.
Water sustains life, but what if it could do more than hydrate? What if it could deliver light directly into the body? Introducing the LifeWave X2O Water Technology System, the first and only water technology system that infuses water with light. LifeWave X2O is a category-defining technology that transforms how we experience water through the power of light. Using patented light infusion technology, it energizes every drop of water you drink, releasing light into the body and making it available internally in a way never before possible. Every drop is transformed before it reaches your glass. The result is hydration optimized at the cellular level, supporting metabolism and nutrient absorption, supporting bioelectrical activity, energy levels, and circulation, enhancing wellness and vitality. For many, the impact feels immediate. Results in seconds, helping to optimize key physiological functions, with some reporting effects occurring within seconds of consumption. And through hydrogen infusion, delivering antioxidant properties that support the body's natural defenses. When hydration works at the cellular level, you feel it where it matters, in how you move, in how you perform, and in how you recover. Designed to amplify the benefits of LifeWave's non-transdermal patches and Cellergize supplements, it becomes a powerful part of your daily wellness routine. You drink it, you feel it. A new era in cellular hydration, powered by light. LifeWave X2O.
Powered by light. How exciting is that? We are so excited with the launch of X2O. And here's what people are saying about LifeWave technologies and the results they're getting. I'm going to play a couple of short testimonial videos here.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain and in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to LifeWave for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using LifeWave daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39.
because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Okay. Well, it's not just what people are saying, it's what doctors are saying. And I'm proud to tell you, we have thousands of health practitioners and doctors all around America and the world using LifeWave technology in their practice, with their family, in their bodies, and getting amazing results. And we're blessed to have one of them with us on the line here tonight from Denver area, Colorado, Dr. Barbara Jennings. She's a chiropractor, but that's just too shallow of an umbrella for all the technologies and all the wisdom you bring to the healing arts and you bless all of your patients and family with. So, thank you for joining us, Dr. Barbara. I'm going to stop our share so we can get a better view of you. And I just like to, maybe start out by how and why what got you excited about LifeWave, excited enough to try it and add it to your practice?
Well, thank you, Gregory. I decided to try this after the second or third time my friend Michelle told me about these patches. The first time, chiropractors are approached with a lot of things, but then she explained a little more and how they can have, well, first she mentioned the copper peptide, and I remembered a little bit of that from school, and the effect that they could have on stem cells really is what captured my attention and made me decide to try it myself. So I did. I tried them myself, and my husband. We decided to try them first. And within a week, before a week was even over, I felt better. And I didn't have pain. I didn't have an injury. I had nothing major going on, but I felt better. I had more energy and I noticed I was sleeping better after 5 days. And so I thought, I know some patients who I think would be really interested in this and give it a try. So first two patients I told about it, they literally were like, "Yes, let me try them." There's no persuading needed. So the first one was Donnie, who had just r really, really sore shoulders. He was an electrician, and he couldn't even put his own jacket on. His wife had to help him put on like button ups and zip ups, and he couldn't lift his arm more than this without just a lot of pain. And it didn't take very long. It was days before he could lift his arm all the way up and dress himself in his own button-up shirt. So that, and he was in his 60s. So this was not a young, fast healing person. So that was one. And the other one invited to try was Bob. And I have these people's um, permission to share their stories and their names. Now, Bob was 83. He was old, and he had a compression fracture of his T12 vertebrae. And I didn't even know he wasn't my patient. His wife was. But she told me 2 months after the fact. And she's like, "Do you have anything that can help Bob? He's driving me crazy. He just sits in his chair. He can't move. He's in pain. He just needs me to bring him things all day and he complains." So I said, "Well, these are new. Would you like to try these?" And she's like, "Yes, give it to me." So she just stuck it right on his back, right over where that fracture was. Now, because of his age, his doctors had told him that he would need to be on these two medications. He was on prednisone and a painkiller, and that he would probably need those at least 5 months, maybe more. And they told him he probably wouldn't be fully recovered or healed until about 9 or 10 months. So 2 months after his fracture, she started putting these patches on him. 1 month
Mhm.
after that, he walked in my office with a big smile on his face. And he's
Mm.
like, wow, those things really work. And 2 months after that, his doctor cleared him as being completely recovered.
That's
So
amazing.
those were my first two patients to try them. Those both really got my attention. And then, of course, I started telling more people about them.
And I think one of your other first patients was your husband, wasn't it? Who had a
Oh,
little
yeah.
with his shoulder.
Yeah. Yes, my husband Paul and his famous shoulder. Yeah, so this is a great example of how these patches can help you both in the kind of shorter term, but also when you commit to using them for longer, what kind of change can happen. So Paul is an athlete, and he had dislocated his left shoulder about 14 times, and it was so loose he had to have a capsule reattachment surgery. After that surgery, it just got so inflamed, really sore, really inflamed. He could never sleep on his left side again. He couldn't really put his arm around me on the left side for more than about 5 minutes. Then one day in the garage, something fell. He caught it. It was heavy, and he just felt a snap, and he had torn his rotator cuff. So he he's a guy who likes to do push-ups, and that morning he had done, I don't know, 85, 90 push-ups. After that injury, he couldn't even hold a plank position. So he went to the surgeon who had helped him before, and she said, there's too much arthritis in there. I can't do anything. We can't do surgery, too much damage. So live with it as long as you can. And when you're ready for a shoulder replacement, come back.
Oh.
So I said, well, let's see what these patches can do. I don't know what, but we're going to try it. So I gave him two. I had him wear two, the glutathione to reduce inflammation,
Uh-huh.
because when there's lots of inflammation, it can inhibit or even kill the stem cell activity.
Mhm.
So that's important. And then the X39 on there. And he did that religiously for several months. And in
Mhm.
about three or 4 months, he was able to do push-ups again. He
Mhm.
was golfing and hitting the ball farther than he ever had in his life. And he was feeling pretty good about that. Of course, I'm impressed because that was a rotator cuff tear. And so he was happy. He just kept using the patches and putting them on every day.
Mm.
And it was about 9 months later, he
Mm.
woke up in bed on his left side, which had never happened before in our marriage. And I said, what are you doing? And he just got big eyes and he said, it doesn't hurt. So in a few months, it was repaired well enough to get back to regular activity. And
Mm.
after 9 months, it had remodeled and regenerated and repaired that joint. He hadn't slept on his left side in 18 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So 9 months of regular patch use, you want to call that a miracle.
You want to call that a miracle? And
Yeah.
my wife Robin, every morning we know we wake up, we're going to hear more miracle stories. And
Hmm.
I know one of the miracles of LifeWave is the new X2O machine, which I
Hmm.
understand you just got yours because they're just being released to the market. But,
Yeah.
maybe we could just talk about X2O and the importance of proper hydration. And what about light infused hydration? This is like record breaking. This is earth shattering.
It
Yeah.
is. It's really amazing. I'm going to try and change my light a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry. Um, it's a beautiful thing because I don't think people know this, but healthy people are full of light. Healthy cells retain photons.
Hmm.
It's when we get old and structurally start to break down or they're sick and stressed, we literally leak photons out of our cells and out of our body. And having this X2O light infused water, what a, first of all, what an absolutely genius invention. And second of all, what a great blessing because these photons are signalers, right? They send signals in the body and help our body work right. So it is really fascinating just to hear people talk about their experiences because they are so vast, right? They're so different. There's such a variety
Mhm.
from people's eyes, getting better and less pain and more energy and more sleep and I don't know. We could name a lot of them.
We could go on and on because, our body, in essence, we are light beings, and the light within our body is the communication network. And, I was thinking when you were saying it, the older you get, kind of your batteries start wearing down, and
Yeah.
this kind of recharges your battery at the cellular level. I know the first time I took my first sip of a glass of X2O light infused water, it felt like somebody was turning up the rheostat on my brain. It wasn't like a cappuccino or espresso or niacin rush or B12. It's just like I felt like I was more of me, and I hear a lot
Yeah.
of people saying that. It's like, it just, you feel better, more alert, more aware, and people are feeling younger and probably measurably growing younger.
Yeah. The first glass I drank,
Uh,
I felt a wave starting in my feet and it
uh,
just went all the way up my body. It took about 10 seconds to go all the way up through my head.
wow.
It was really strange, but
Mhm.
felt really good. It was bloop, like, oh, I just got battery powered up, I think. It was really
Oh,
cool.
boy.
Can I share one thing about the hydrogen in this water? It's
Yes.
not a super intensive hydrogen water drink, but it does deliver hydrogen to us.
Mhm.
And I just want to share a really cool thing that hydrogen does for us. When a person has inflammation,
Mhm.
one of the byproducts of inflammation is this molecule. Can you see that?
Yes.
An OH negative. It's called a hydroxyl group.
Mhm.
That then propagates more inflammation because that oxygen is unstable and it's very strong and it will start ripping other molecules off surrounding things. So it'll damage more tissue, it will age you prematurely and just cause more and more inflammation. So when you can drink or somehow consume more hydrogen, hydrogen looks like this,
Yeah.
right? It has a positive charge. Notice the hydroxyl is a negative charge.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
when you put them together, they're like magnets. That positive charge is going to go find the negative charge. They'll be attracted to each other. And then when you get two H's and an O,
H2O.
right. So it takes hydrogen can transform this inflammatory, damaging molecule literally into more water. It's really cool.
That is brilliant and so foundational. you know.
Yes.
And so our X2O system not only goes through two-stage filtration, it infuses the water with light, then it treats the water, excuse me, infuses it with hydrogen, then it treats it for 45 minutes and infuses it with light. And
Yes.
I think we have 10 patents on it already. We're probably the only light infused water in the world. And it'll
Mhm.
probably be that way for quite a while because we have the patents on it. So, any final comments? Thank you so much, Dr. Barber. It's always a pleasure to have you on with us.
Yes. Well, there's a lot to say, but just to wrap up, I think, you know, I just taught somebody how to use patches yesterday. We wear them for 12 hours on and 12 hours off, so your body doesn't adapt to it. You want it to be fresh enough every time, and that takes about a 12-hour break in between. Um, I just had a great experience today with a patient who came in. She's been using patches 1 week, and she's so underweight, so frail, really sick from some chronic illness.
Uh-huh.
And I've got her using the Energy Enhancer and X39, and she said for 5 days I feel like I can do things again. And it's just so beautiful to be able to share. It's a life-giving gift and a life-giving back gift. So it makes me really just pleased and happy for her. She's 34, you know. She needs to be able to take care of her kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are blessing life by sharing Life Wave. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it. And thank you so much. And I got a few more slides I'm going to go ahead and show and wrap us up here tonight. So thanks again, Dr. Barbara.
You're welcome.
And let me share my screen again here and go to the next slide. And I want to share with you a picture of our new global headquarters. We're 22 years old, and in 2024, we opened a global headquarters in Draper, Utah. And in that headquarters, we have a state-of-the-art space age welcome center designed by the set designers for Star Trek. And when you walk in, it's like walking into the Starship Enterprise. And we encourage you, if you're ever in the area, to schedule a tour of our Welcome Center. You won't be disappointed. We're now doing distribution over 80 countries from 16 global distribution centers. And we're looking for people to help us share the light with LifeWave. We need help to get the word out on our patented exclusive breakthrough products. We have no competition. We have a very simple, duplicatable success system with free websites, training and support, a very low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and health. So, a very generous compensation plan also. We are a debt-free 22-year-old company, again, in 80 countries, with a comp plan that's paying out 50% of sales to brand partners instead of Wall Street and Madison Avenue. So there's three ways to get started. Very simple. You may choose to start just as a retail customer and a month's supply of X39, 30 patches. You can change, put a new patch on every day. Only costs $149.95. It's like a latte a day to keep aging away. I just made that up. That's not a company claim. But the second way to get started is even better because somebody told me friends don't let friends buy at retail. So you can buy at our wholesale preferred customer distributor price for only $99.95 for a month's supply. You're saving 33% or $50. And all it requires is you get on our monthly auto ship subscription program. No long-term commitment is required, has a 90-day money-back guarantee. You can stop at any time in a week, in a month, a year, or never. Most people don't want to stop ever because the results they're getting from the products. Now, the best way, good, better, best, the best way to get started is as a brand partner. And as a brand partner, we get paid for sharing. You can earn a part-time or full-time income. You can earn generous personal and team rewards, getting paid weekly. And we have 4 brand partner starter kits available to choose from that the person that invited you here tonight can explain to you. And these all come with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. So ride the waves with us with LifeWave. We've gone through the first wave, the second wave, and now we're just launching into the third wave that there's no doubt is going to take us and hopefully you with us to $1 billion and more around the world. So for my wife, Robin, and I, LifeWave has been an absolute answer to a prayer. Every day we hear miracle stories. Every day we're enhancing and changing lives. And we and thousands of others around the world are enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, community, and financial success. So get back with the person that invited you. Be the light with LifeWave. Get your questions answered. Choose the starter package that's right for you and just get started. Okay. God bless you all. Thank you for being with us here tonight. And this officially ends our call. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.